Hello. Once again, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Trumans. This is Lance Reynard, broadcasting to you from a common place, and right away wanted to thank and mention, this morning, let me go start in the beginning. This morning, I was out gathering breakfast and bringing it back. And when I got home, my sister showed me that I had received a message, and it is from HMTQ. Big shout out to HMTQ out in Great Britain. Apparently I've been accepted to rummage through a private library of Her Majesty's Royal Private Library out in Great Britain. And so I'm excited. I'm getting ready and packing. It's an exciting trip. I'm going to be going probably through a great deal of security issues. Apparently she has arranged a ride for me, or transportation, and so I have a deadline I need to meet, but when I get there, it's exciting. I'll probably be going through some major security, go down the long hallway, and and where the person enters the code, the fingerprint security, the eye scan, and a couple of other procedures probably prior to entering the viewing room. And once I get there, I'm sure I'll have to wear some protective gloves and possibly other protective items. And while I'm viewing, there will probably be people there watching me, waiting to attend to any needs I might have while I'm viewing and make sure I don't make any mistakes in the viewing process. And then, of course, leaving, there will be some security details to make sure that their security is taken care of prior to my stepping out the door. And so big shout out to, let's see, who is this? Queen Elizabeth. Thank you, Your Royal Highness. And I also wanted to mention I got a message from somebody about sonoluminescence and the atmosphere and the sun, and their concept was that the noise and the sounds that we make here on below, you see, sonoluminescence is light being created in water by sound, and the idea here was that the sun itself and the explanations we've been given for the sun don't seem to really add up or match up. And this subscriber mentioned that it's possible all of the sound here below, the crashing waves, the flowing trees, the tweeting birds, our talk, our speaking, all noise, all sound is what's creating the sun. And that's kind of like if a tree falls over in the woods, does it make a sound? But it is kind of like that statement. But it's curious to think about that if everything went quiet, would the sun also vanish? So that was just a interesting thought, and I like to be open-minded, think out of the box here, share thoughts, unique ideas, and anything exciting and vibrant and uplifting, because that's what we should do, is lift each other up, in my personal humble opinion. Right, and so now we'll get to the issues here. I wanted to start this essay thinking about if I were one of the controllers and I didn't want people to know what was under the dirt, how can you look under the dirt? And I thought, well, hey, looking under the dirt. I thought if I put in looking under the dirt, I would come up with sonograms or ultrasounds like this, ultrasound. And here we go. There's something. There's a first. Can ultrasounds be used to... Go ahead and check this out. Earth Science Beta. Stack Exchange. Let's see how many, whatever. Can ultrasounds be used to map the density of large underground regions? Large underground regions. This question arose from related I want to know if kind of ultrasound machine determined the density of the mountains. Could I see it within the range? How accurate could it be? Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I got a lot of blah, blah, blah. Seismology. There we go. Seismology, seismic reflection seismology, or seismic reflection. Say that 10 times real fast. Is a method of exploration geophysics that uses the principles of seismology to estimate the properties of the Earth's subsurface from reflected seismic waves. The method requires a controlled seismic source of energy, such as dynamite or Torvex blast, a specialized air gun, or a seismic vibrator, commonly known by the trademark name Vibrosius. Reflection seismology. Reflection seismology is similar to sonar and echolocation. This article is about surface seismic surveys for vertical seismic profiles. Vertical seismic profile. I see there's a instruction here. Reflection of the experiment. So essentially, history, blah, blah, blah. You throw in some dynamite, you get the waves. I would like to investigate this a bit further in, anthropogenic sources, thanks for that, created low amplitude waves commonly referred to as ambient vibrations. Seismic waves are studied by geophysicists called seismologists. Seismic waves are recorded as a seismometer, hydrophone in water, or accelerometer. Accelerometer. Wow, man. Could you add any more letters to your words? Accelerometer. Accelerometer, an instrument for measuring acceleration, typically of an automobile, ship, aircraft, spacecraft, or that is involved in the vibration of machine building or other structure. Accelerometer, Wikipedia. Let's have some fun with accelerometers. It's a device measuring. Got that part. Acceleration due to the Earth's... there's a bunch of hokum for you right there. Oh, man. Yeah, that explains it all right there. Get that one straight. And give me your hodgepodge and huff and fluff and make things all complicated. Just show us a machine and show us some pictures from the machine, but apparently that can't be done. A little complicated. So this is what we're dealing with, actually, right here. The branch of science concerned with earthquakes and related phenomenon, and my issue is what's under the dirt and how do we take pictures of it. And with sonar technology, I believe we can use echolocation to look at what's under the dirt, and not really sure they want us to do that. The infamous they, them, everybody, all. So seismology is pretty much what the situation is. This animation, Whammy, 2004 Indonesia tsunami. So there's a little bit of that. In the vibrations of the Earth, I've been going through how the star forts handle those vibrations, and been going through a lot of the issues that seem to be difficult to get information on, in, through, and of, but we'll just keep digging. And these hokum setups with that whole... This is how the middle of the Earth... I mean, nobody's dug down more than 8 miles, and so this is all just hypotheses and theory and wackadoo nutcase. But we'll get through it. I'm going to complain about it. I will point it out occasionally. Not seeing anything that's worth value. I mean, I really love the underwater sonar images, and there are a good number of those. I'll track some of those down, put them up here. But the whole looking under the dirt thing, that's important. We should be able to... So, we got to grab our shovels. We got to get out there and start digging. Get down 30, 40 feet. That does seem to be a problem for somebody who's like 6 feet tall. However, we're going to do what we can to figure this stuff out. It's always fun and exciting to do these videos, put ideas together, and come up with some fascinating, enjoyable, and interesting details that we can all be curious about and we can all enjoy. So, with that, I must bid thee adieu for this particular episode. I'm going to be uncovering more interesting details about electromagnetics and the vibratory situation, how deep the forts go, and what we can verify for ourselves in different avenues. Your comments and suggestions have been very helpful. Thank you for your direction, and I will maintain a steady course. And we'll talk to you soon, matey. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Or you could share too. Thanks again for watching. Talk to you soon.